Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honor to all the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the hopeful members of the elect, the Bechorim, the house of David, that's been preordained, predestined to be delivered in these last times, and to be the ruling governing body of the nation Yash'Allah. And I want to get into a short lesson, Lord willing, on how Esau, his kingdom is not going to last. We're at the very, very end. Okay, so much is happening in prophecy. All right, we're getting closer to the mandate of the MOTB, which is the microchip. All right, Elon Musk just implanted a chip into another patient in Florida. Trump passing his big beautiful bill act. All right, I remember a brother going into this dealing with the healthcare. Oh, that's another one, which I was gonna do a lesson. I want to do a lesson on this as well. Trump sends nuclear submarines closer to to the coast of like Russia, all right, or just near that area. Where they're still like in international waters, but that's definitely an act of war. Okay. But rather going to it's on. Trump administration officially announced new era of digital. Let me click it. I was watching the elders, but it's gonna say healthcare technology, right? So we're that much closer, and then World War III, all right, and then in the midst of that, Yahushua returning, destroying this man's system, all right, along with America is gonna get nuked, okay. America is gonna get nuked by their own allies, as it says. And let me get this real quick, and I'll come right back to that. And it's enemies, it's opposition. Revelation 17 verse, you see, verse 15. And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth, the whore is America, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, which is the EU, okay, that dragon, this beast system, this Edomite's infrastructure, his entire system, all right. The 7 heads being the NATO, okay. The original were those seven vassal states that was part of the Roman Empire before, all right. But today, this beast, the dragon, his deadly wound was healed, all right. And now it's the Roman Empire revived all over again, compromised of the NATO and the EU, with America sitting on top, okay. That whore, okay. America is on top of that power seat. And the 10 horns, which thou sawest upon the beast, shall hate the whore, America, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. You see? So this place is going to get completely nuked, man. All right? And this place, this Edomite's kingdom in totality, it's not going to go any longer. All right? This is Job 14, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass, right? The Lord has appointed this man's bounds that he cannot pass. You see, Amos 9 verse 8, behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, are upon the sinful kingdom. All right, this is talking about America, okay? Talking about America. And America is going to be nuked, okay? And Esau's whole Edom, his whole kingdom is going to be desolate, okay? It's going to be taken out, all right, once Yahushua returns. We're going to put these Edomites in slavery along with the other heathens, all right? But Esau, his rulership is going to cease. It's going to end. And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. America is going to be completely wiped out, 100% nuked. Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord, right? Because the Lord is going to deliver the elect out of the nation of Israel from throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay, you see, and this place is filled with wickedness. I was just thinking about it earlier, how I can see why the Most High has to take this place out. It has too much blood on its hands. America, okay, it has too much blood. All the atrocities that happened to us Israelites over here, the Native Americans, Gad, Reuben, the Negroes, Judah, okay, Issachar. So much has happened, okay, and so much debauchery and this is the epicenter of wickedness. So much debauchery and other stuff you see that like stuff you see here, it don't really happen. It doesn't happen like that in other countries. All right. Now some countries, they're getting that Babylon juice, but go to Dubai, you don't see none of that debauchery. Okay, you go to other certain countries, they don't tolerate that. Okay, but over here is nothing but it's a cesspool of just wickedness, child trafficking, sex trafficking. You look at our people; they're in a through state. Okay, a lot of our people on drugs. And then Trump, what they just signed an executive order to take these people off the streets, these homeless people, and send them to treatment facilities, which are really, concentration camps. That's starting, man. All right, that's starting. And then you have ICE. They just been funded. They're gonna create more concentration camps, just like Alligator Alcatraz. All right. I was gonna get this scripture real quick, just because I said how it's too much blood. America has too much blood on its hands. Revelation 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people." All right, talking about the Israelites, but particularly the elect. 2/3 are going to die here. That ye be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues, the ICBM missile. That's going to be the icing on the cake. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. You see? The Most High hath remembered the iniquities and atrocities of this place. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled to her double, right? And this place is going to get judged by nuclear missiles. That's the end game, okay? Ecclesiasticus chapter 10, verse 8. And it says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. That's how Esau has gotten the whole world, okay? In this case, definitely America. Okay, but that's how Esau has gotten into that power seat. The kingdom is translated from one people to another, right? And Esau's on his way out, man. Okay, Esau is on his way out. This world is being corrupted by this man. The ecosystem, the minds of these people it's just in confusion. This man, he's a devil, okay? You're not even dealing with real money. You're dealing with the Federal Reserve note, which is it's based on the idea that it's backed by the government, okay? That has some type of value. All right, that's the idea. That it has some type of value and is backed by the government. They took they took the gold reserve out in going to the 1930s, but officially in 1970, okay? So these devils, they gotta go. They gotta go. All right. Again, they're corrupting the whole world. All right. They're corrupting the whole world. Okay, through their philosophies, their ideologies. Okay. Because I said earlier how some of these countries, they don't commit the same debauchery as America, but it's getting to that state. You look at social media, they all want to copy Americans. They all want to copy America. Okay, so it's creeping in into a lot of these other countries, I should say. Get one last scripture. 2nd Ezra 6, verse 9. And it says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Right. So Esau's the end of the world. His kingdom is going to cease. And Jacob, the nation of Israel, starting with the Lord's elect, are the house of David. We're going to rule. Well, I'm part of that, but they're going to rule next for eternity. Okay. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. On to the next one. Shalom.